Guys, welcome back. Today is 13 of our 11K in 30 day. So today has been a laid back day. I have not done a lot, and my apologies to you because I am filming this rather late. I usually film early in the morning and try and get everything, edited and uploaded usually by 6 or 7. I don't know that I'm going to make that today, because I spent the day out with a friend. We had lunch and hung out and had some good conversation. Make sure you're having good conversation. In today's day and age, there's so much crap going on. Sometimes you need to find good people that can kind of keep you grounded, right? So I decided to come home after having a very nice meal. Chinese food in Boquete is kind of amazing. And I'm having myself, they don't sell this in the States, I don't think. I've never seen it there, but it's Smirnoff Ice, and it's guarana, which is, I think, a fruit that is kind of indigenous to Panama. So I'm going to pour me a little drinky drink before we start talking today. So grab yourself something if you have something to grab. If not, grab yourself some tea, some coffee, whatever, and let's just have a conversation. So I am very grateful today. So today, my day 13 is a day of gratitude, because I think about how far I've come in life. We all have our trials and tribulations. We all go through things. But when you can really kind of sit back and take the time to be grateful and thank God or Spirit, Allah, higher power, source, whatever it is that you believe in, and just take the time to be gracious and give gratitude. Every morning when I wake up, I thank Source for giving me another day to live, love, learn, and grow. Because there were a lot of people that thought they were going to wake up today that didn't. So I try to always remember to be grateful, even through tough times and hard times. And I guess maybe that's what I want to share with you today, is that I really, times are getting hard and rough for all of us. The world is changing so quickly. Our footing is not necessarily sure. And the unknown always scares people. But I want you to hold on to the things that you're grateful for. Your family, your friends, the good mind that the good Lord gave you. Hopefully your power of discernment. Hopefully your ability to face fear and walk through it. It's one of the hardest things there is to do. And I just want to give you all encouragement. And if you've been struggling, financially, and we all go through tough times, if you've been looking for something, and everyone's not looking for something. So if you're not looking, then this isn't for you. This message isn't for you. But if you've been struggling for a long time, robbing Peter to pay Paul, and feeling like you are not growing and developing the way that you want to. I know I felt that way for a long time. I just felt stuck. Like I had this job that I certainly was grateful for. I had a house that I was grateful for, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't content. And for me, it was just that I needed a change. And for you, it could be that you need a change, or it could just be that you're a little unsettled and you don't really know why. It could be, personal relationships. It could be career. It could be finances. It could be a bunch of things. I just want you to know, to stay encouraged. Keep yourself prayed up. And if you're looking for a way to try to make income, earn income without having to work yourself to death to do it, without having to take on overtime, without having to pick up a second job. And if you're someone like me that's older but not yet old enough to get Social Security or your retirement or your pension or whatever the case may be, you're in that in between. I tell myself all the time I'm in the in between. So, you can build, you can create. I've personally had a lot of different careers in life, and I think about things I learned from all of those different jobs and positions that I had, and I think about the skill sets that I learned and how I could share those with other people that could use them and that they could benefit from, and that I could create digital products around. That's what I've been thinking about a lot lately. I've been spending a lot of time thinking about my paralegal career. I've been thinking about my procurement career. I've been thinking about my performance career even. And what is it that I could create for other people that they would find beneficial and that they would pay for? And that's, and I keep, this is a channel that's about, the system that I found, Legacy Builders, which allows me the ability to do that, where I'm learning all kinds of skill sets related to digital marketing, to AI. I'm just learning so much that I'm able to kind of begin to create things that I never would have thought that I could have done, just a few years ago. And AI is getting so smart, and the software that they're coming out with now is just phenomenal. You can do so much with it. Now is the time to learn. And Legacy Builders I love because it gives a platform. It provides a platform. It's a platform of learning. Yes, I did a video yesterday where I was ranting a little bit over, a video that I saw that was kind of disparaging Legacy because they clearly don't understand what Legacy provides. Yes, you can sell Legacy. You can just sell the program and do nothing else. And you have the right to do that. When you buy the program, it's yours to sell and to market however you see fit. But the true beauty of the platform and of the system is your ability to learn all of these new innovative skill sets, innovative technologies with AI, and bringing it together with digital marketing and just being able to create whatever it is that you can think of. If you can create it in your mind, you can create it in the 3D. That's what AI provides us. And so the reason why that's so important is because if you can do that, then there's no way we shouldn't be struggling or hurting for finances, because we're in this world of creativity where we can take the knowledge and the skill sets and our life experience and the good times and the bad. We can package things together with Chat GPT, with Gemini, with Claude. We can have them create, we can just give them information and tell them to create an ebook, or, create a template for me, or, create a course for me based upon X, Y, and Z. And you can create these phenomenal things that you can thereby create it one time, put it out in the ether and sell it. Put it out there for other people to discover and to recognize and realize, wow, it sounds like this might really be able to help me. I think I'm going to go ahead and get it. That's what the digital world provides. That's the core for me. Legacy Builders might mean something different to other people, but for me, it's the ability to create phenomenal things, to take these great ideas and to bring life, breathe life into them through Legacy, through learning these skill sets, through, learning these core ideas, through changing your mindset. Now is the time. Because when you're at the beginning of something that's booming, that's about to blow up, you want to learn it then and there. You want to learn about it then and there. I think about, all the times when I kind of missed the boat on things. I'm going to tell this story and I'm never going to tell it again because it breaks my heart. I remember back in like 2013, I don't know, 2012, 13, 14, somewhere along there. It was years ago. And I was sitting in my back bedroom because it was really hot one summer day. And my main bedroom, the master bedroom, sat on, I lived in a U kind of cul-de-sac, and I was back in the U, but it sat on the road, right? So kids were out playing, cars would drive around. You could kind of hear stuff, right? It wasn't really quiet. But when I went in my back room, it was like dead silence, and I could open the window and a breeze would come through. So I would have the bedroom open in my front bedroom, but the bedroom open in my back bedroom. I would have this nice, sweet breeze coming through. And there was a bike path. And every now and again, you would hear somebody on their bike, and they'd be, riding their bike down the bike path, or maybe, on some inline skates or something like that. But it was quiet. And I remember I was going through my phone, and I was maybe on my iPad. I was on something, and I was reading. And I came across this thing about, purchase Bitcoin. It was like 25 cents. And I remember thinking, this is funny, because when I was a kid and I used to watch Star Trek, and they didn't have money, right? They would go to the little machine and they called it credits, right? Ergo, the credit card. They called it credits. They didn't have money. So this kind of reminds me of like credits on Star Trek. And it was like Bitcoin. I was like 25 cents. I said, but what can I buy with it? And then I read somewhere about some guy bought a pizza for 14 Bitcoin or something. It was something crazy. And I was like, And I remember thinking, I probably should just get maybe $10 worth. Just, you never know where it might go. You know what? I never did it. Where would $10 of Bitcoin have had me right now? That's what I'm talking about when I talk about missing the boat. So, you can say or do whatever you want. At the end of the day, if you're listening and you're coming to my channel, you're interested in learning how to create something that is yours, something that you cannot be fired from, something where you don't have to worry about AI coming to take your job, something that you don't have to worry about getting a pink slip for, or, getting a, can you come meet me in the conference room in 15 minutes? It's something that you own and you control it. You control the creativity of it. You control how you market it. And ergo, you control the money that you can make from it. Can you sell the program in and of itself? Absolutely. Do you need to be doing that? Yeah. But take it a step further and think about what you can build based upon what you know. How you can take those same skill sets and that same knowledge from all of these courses that are within Legacy Builders that you apply to selling Legacy Builders, that you can also apply to creating something phenomenal, where you can give back, where you can create freedom for yourself. You can release and retrieve back your time. You no longer have to trade time for dollars. That's not how it works. Once you create and you begin to create like this and you put it out there in the ether, when people come across you, they come across you. They can buy from you 24 hours a day. You don't have a brick and mortar. You don't have, we open at 9, we close at 5. You're open 24/7. That's what being in digital marketing does for you. It frees you. It frees your time so that you can have it to spend and concentrate on the things that you love most. Your friends, your family, your hobbies, your pets, giving back to the community, whatever it may be. So think about that. I want you to think about that today. And I want you to realize that, be grateful for what you have. If you have a job right now, hold on to it. Be grateful. But remember and recognize the fact that you can build alongside that. We don't want to wait, right? What is the old adage? I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So build now while you can. Learn the skills now. Be creative now. Yes, can you get paid for Legacy Builders for the umpteenth time? Absolutely, you get paid to sell it. It's like the icing on the cake. The whole thing is that they give you the ability to earn while you're learning. Earn while you learn. Learn everything that they have to offer. Michelle O'Neill has created the most fantastical create my word today, fantastical platform and a community of people that encourage one another and want to see each other win. If you're looking for community, if you're looking for family, if you're looking for people that will support you and will understand your endeavor, as opposed to maybe dealing with friends and family that, oh, why are you doing that? Well, what do you want to do that for? That's probably not going to go anywhere. You don't need to be around negative Nancy's. That's not what you need. You need to be around like-minded individuals. That's why I say all the time, when you do this, it might be slow in the beginning because you have to find your people. You have to find your tribe. Everyone is not meant to be in your tribe, right? So we need to find the people that think like we do, that believe in ourselves like we do. We have to find like-minded individuals. And that's what you will find. That's what you'll get when you go and you take a chance on yourself and invest in yourself through investing in legacy. So that's all I have for you today, guys. I'll try and have something more concrete tomorrow. Like I said, today was kind of a rest day for me. I try to pay attention to my body and pay attention to my energy. And when it's low, I just try to honor that. And I, encourage you all to do the same thing. I used to be one of those people that would just push. And I just pushed myself all the time, through tiredness, through pain, through injury, just push, because there's always something to do. There's always someone to assist or to help, always someone that needs you. And right now, I'm to the point right now where I just take care of me. And I am my number one focus. And, I don't extend my energy to a lot of people other than you all, and, a friend here or there, because I'm really focusing on healing myself, healing internally, spiritually, healing physically, healing emotionally. What the world is going through right now, we all should be in a phase of healing. And so I try and give myself as much time, attention, and love as I possibly can, while still at the same time trying to build something for my future and trying to help others along the way that are interested in doing the same thing. So if you want to learn more about legacy builders, the link is in my bio, SYT, Speak Your Truth. .com, all one word. Just click on that link and it'll take you directly to get the information that you need to learn more about legacy. And as you know, and I've said many times, I am an expat that has left the U.S. and am currently in Central America. So if you have ever been interested in possibly relocating or leaving the U.S., I have created a 120-day emergency relocation guide because I left the U.S. in 4 months, 120 days, and there is a lot to it. So if you're interested in learning more about how you can kind of free yourself from that for the time being, it doesn't have to be permanent. Sometimes the things that we do are temporary, or they can be permanent, whatever you choose. But if you want to learn more about how you can leave the U.S., you can do it safely and do it the right way, that link also is in the description box. Okay, guys, I love you much. I thank you so much for sticking around if you hung out with me this far. And again, I'm wishing you all the best. Take good care of yourself. Take your time, and just be good to yourself. And if you have any comments about legacy after you check out the webpage, please feel free to drop me a comment below. I read them all and I will respond to all. And until tomorrow, and tomorrow will be day 14, you all have a great day. I love you so much. Take good care. Bye.